Hi, Coach. +9 and 12 minutes with the smaller group with Asia Kelsey, Jackie, Kate Martin, and Alicia Clark. Just what did you like from that grouping today?
I like the Cameron Brink, camping in the paint. So you go small, treat her a little bit like we used to do Rudy Gobert. You got to get him out of the paint. If he's allowed to just wander in there on a typical big, it's going to make it difficult on your offense. So the real idea was just to try to extend her out so that we could get to some gaps, and then get in there and make decisions.
And then we'll go back to Steve.
Hey, Coach. Congratulations on the win. I just want to talk about Kate Martin. What did you really see out of her? I know it didn't show all the way on the stat sheet, but just the intangibles that she was able to get you guys to be able to really get this victory today.
I think it does show up in the stat sheet.
She's
+8.
Yeah, she did.
She just doesn't make mistakes. I mean, she executed our schemes really well. Better than, some other people maybe at times that you would expect. She plays so hard. Her sense of urgency and attention to detail has just really been there the whole time. Kind of that's what jumps out about her. She plays hard, plays smart. I like that.
Coach, back here, still staying with Kate Martin. She played almost 30 minutes today, and for you to have a rookie out there that long, can you tell us a little bit about?
Very unlike me, huh?
It's very unlike you. So can you tell us a little bit about how she plays and what you see in her off the court, and how do you feel about her as a pro right now?
Well, she's a pro right now. That's the whole statement with her. Her habits, her work ethic, the way she sees the game. She's a great teammate. She says a lot of little things that help you win, and I never call a play for her. So people that know how to play basketball, she's a basketball player. I wouldn't say she's some crazy, amazing athlete. No, but she is a basketball player. And so, I thought she fit really well with that unit that we had out there. That allowed us to put AC, pull her out, and put her on the perimeter a little bit. Kind of changed the momentum of the game though. We were really struggling. We shot terrible in the first half. I know that Warren was going to turn. We ended up shooting decently, but we didn't have great rim reads. We just thought we were going to turn around and shoot it, and there's too much congestion in there. The body and the ball movement is essential, and it kind of tapered off there. But more importantly, we weren't getting stops on the other end. So every time you're just taking it off, it kind of bogs down your offense. It slows down. We don't like to play that. We want to get stops, and I thought they just absolutely pounded us in the paint. De'Erica in particular just pounded us, and we got to be better in there. 1 through 5. It's not just our bigs; it's our guards in there too.
Coach, Jackie scored 22 tonight, 23 on Saturday. You talked about better communication, better organization. Is Jackie really stepping up at the start of the season, what you're seeing?
Yeah, I mean, she had 11 assists tonight. I wish she'd be a little more risky. She's so sure, she's just not gonna ever make mistakes. So I've just tried to lose her and have her be free, easy to make reads out there. It's just hard. I gotta find a way to get her and KP off the floor at times. But playing point guard in this league, it is the hardest position to play. So they never want to come out. They get mad, they think they can go for 40, but it's the cumulative effect, especially with those two, because they're basically involved in every play offensively and defensively. They're chasing, they're on the perimeter. Jackie's normally, on that other team's best perimeter player. It's just, they exert a lot of energy. Jackie is like, if they both played 40 minutes, KP amount of it, her amount of energy that she burns because of how the pace that she plays, she burns so much more, where Jackie picks her moments. KP's all gas pedal, which I love. And so it's nice to have the combination of them, but I gotta find a way to get them a little bit more rest.
Terrell Emerson, Talk Media. Coach, second straight win, but second straight game with a lost double-digit lead. What's the urgency level to get that corrected early in the season before that becomes a team trait?
Well, people aren't gonna go away. They're just not gonna go away. People wanna beat us. We understand that. The thing that encourages me is most of the time it's us. You know, not playing the right way or doing things wrong. It's not necessarily where, oh man, we can't stop this or we can't stop that. No, most of the time we can solve some problems, but, you know, we're gonna continue to pound the cutting and the ball movement, offensively. But when we're not scoring, now you're in transition defense, they get to play out of their defense. So it just becomes kind of like a snowball effect. Some of the time, our lack of efficiency offensively has affected our defense. You know, we missed some layups today early on too, just point blank layups. You can't do that. You gotta put those down because what it does is it puts us in transition out the other end. If you're shooting a layup, it means you're probably pretty deep, right? And then now you're just behind the play. So you even have to try harder to get back in the play, because you were so deep in the paint.
Yeah, Coach, Chelsea was saying she is obviously in great communication with you about how she's feeling and when she wants to come back, and she said there's no reason to rush it. I just want to sort of your thoughts on that, especially because you do have such other good options, you know, to fill in, even though you'd love to have her back out.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna keep the ship afloat till Chelsea gets back.
Yeah.
I've already told them, you know, it's not gonna be any one person. I actually don't want anybody to try to beat Chelsea. I just need to squeeze a little bit more out of this one, squeeze a little more at KP, and I think I can actually squeeze a lot more out of Jack. So, and then those other pieces, you know, Kia coming in hitting shots, Megan hitting shots, AC I think has been great. So we have other pieces. It hasn't always felt good at times, but like it shouldn't. And I think the gas pedal part where we get mistakes, it's like we compound. You know, it's got to be one mistake, then we got to self-correct and move on. But when it's consecutive mistakes, those are when it kind of gets away and you lose leads.
I have to ask you a kind of uncomfortable question. I just want to put that up front. During the course of the game, the league confirmed there's an investigation into this deal with the players getting 100,000 each from the Las Vegas tourism. I don't know if you can comment on that or what you can say about it. I know the Aces have dealt with this before, these allegations.
I'm gonna put it to you real simple like this. Most of sponsorship people go after the top two people. A's taking care, she got plenty of stuff going on. KP got plenty of stuff. In this situation, from what I understand, is they wanted the whole team. So they went and called individuals, agents. I don't know the detail. I have nothing to do with it. The Aces don't have anything to do with it. It's just odd, but that's basically what happened.
Maybe can you explain it just from a player's standpoint, how that, because we were sort of told that like they did come to your individual agents and do that. Can you maybe just explain how that whole process went down?
Yeah, I mean, our agency kind of kept it to us because they really wanted us to hear from them. I think we get brought things from our agents all the time. So they wanted it to be a big moment because it's something that's never happened before. So I don't understand the investigation. I haven't really dived into it yet. I just looked at my phone and was like, oh wow, just another day in the life of the Aces. We can't ever start just normal. It's always going to be something, and that's okay. But when we're talking about growing the game, when we're talking about taking that next step, it can't always be investigate. It has to kind of be like, okay, we're trying to move the needle. We're trying to make things better for franchises, for players, for teams. So it's still a question mark to me, but on the player side from it, I'm super grateful to be in a franchise in a city that constantly wants more out of us, that wants us to just don't worry about stuff, just go play and go win and have fun in that. So I'm blessed with or without the 100K, because at the end of the day, we're going for something bigger than that, and we're going to continue to do that, continue to be us. And we can't listen to this outside noise that's going on. But I'm not shocked.
We got a couple more questions in the room before we go back to Zoom. Right here.
Coach Kevin Wall with Steel Sports Network. We talk about Kate Martin's play and her being a rookie on offense. How impressed were you with her perimeter defense, and how impressed were you with Megan's paint defense against Cameron Brink and holding her to 1 of 6, 1 of 7 shooting today?
Well, you know, those are two people that we're gonna continue to lean on. They gotta both continue. All the terminology and all that we're doing is new in a lot of ways to them. I'll tell you this, whether you know, Kate did the scheme right or wrong, she does it hard. And she plays hard, and her sense of urgency covers, even if it may not be perfect, right? But her try hard factor is so high that kind of doesn't matter. She'll make up for it. And so we'll continue to settle in. You know, we love Megan's ability to shoot. Every time she shoots, I think is gonna go in. I want her to continue to shoot. And then it allows us to kind of stay big, but also still extend defenses. You know, had she hit 1 or 2 of those threes, you would see a sense of urgency to get out to her, and then that opens up the paint for different people. But they're both still really learning. I think they're both gonna be really important for us this season. And I look to them they're only gonna get better, they're only gonna improve, and more comfortable with what we're asking them to do, and what the team needs them to do.
Go to Willie, and then Matthew, you're up on Zoom, and then we'll let Coach go.
Asia, Willie Ramirez for Associated Press and WGRamirez.com. You are known for some of your biggest roars, obviously your biggest blocks, your thought and excitement when you saw Kate swat that ball.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It was super exciting, but at the same time, that's Kate. That's who she is. She's high energy always in practice. So it was just a matter of time that it translates over to the game. So we were all excited and hyped for her, and that's what you need. Like coming in, it's hard being a rookie. It is so hard, let alone being a rookie with the 2-time like champs. Like I can only imagine what she goes home to and just kind of thinks and process. So I try to uplift her in every single way that I can, try to be there for her. I feel like today I kind of looked at her, I was like, believe in yourself, like go, believe your matchup, attack that because it's needed. So she has 11 people behind her that's gonna make sure that she's comfortable and good at where she is and believing in herself and always bring the energy just like she does for us.
Matthew, we'll go to you.
This is sort of for both of you, but Becky, Asia started the game 1 for 8, and just where you've seen the mentality of Asia grow, where maybe in the past something like that would have got her down or whatever, and just bounces back, has 12 big points in the third quarter, really pushes the team forward and continues to lead this group. And we know that Asia's all about the team, but just the growth that she's had mentality wise to not let a bad start affect her whole game and continue to lead the team throughout a game that had lots of ups and downs.
I mean, she's the best player on the planet. She ain't going nowhere. 1 for 8, but she could be 1 for 30. I ain't taking her out. You know, I think it was a little bit, you know, this is like our second game of the year, and I think just getting timing and seeing where people are coming from. This is their first time seeing them, and they look a lot different and feel a lot different than last year. So just getting that timing, and then the other thing, you know, I'll just say is a legal guarding position is not like a house. So you can't be here. You have to start with your hands up, and that never happened. Go back and look at the film, y'all. Nikias, I know you will. You know, so it was more about just getting her in space, and we did a better job of doing that at times. But we'll continue to grow, and we're going to continue to put her in spots where she's making reads, right? We're gonna ask her to be a little bit point guard too. And she's capable, you know, she's a basketball player. And if 2 people come, she knows she's supposed to pass it just like anybody else. So we're gonna continue to push her in that direction of just, I gotta get my other people out running when she gets it. Because when she gets the rebound, I don't necessarily want her to look for outlets. I want her to bring it. And I think we're really good when she's got the ball in transition and attacking from the top of the key down. We just gotta get other pieces out and kind of iron it out, but it's new for everybody. It's new for her, it's new for us. So, you know, again, you probably felt kind of like a loss there, but I am happy we won.
Yeah, practice.
Because I'm a jerk kid, I'm never happy. I always want it to be perfect.
Becky, you can stay in the hot seat, or you can go.
Oh, I would love to bump off the hot seat.
That was great. I'm gonna get out to work.